Let me go!
Chris? What the hell?
Oh hey, what's up? It's Brian Altano, and like every big game, Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil Village is here, and it's getting a collector's edition. This one in particular is pretty cool, so let's open it up and take a look what's inside. So first off, the box. This is specifically designed to look sort of like a trunk or a case. Maybe one of those things that you would see in the back of an airplane flipping around in an Indiana Jones movie. Just a good old-fashioned, you know, haunted looking trunk with some faded stickers on it and some looks that, as if it has some latches and stuff like that. It's mostly just a cardboard box. It's not the super interesting part of this unboxing. We'll open it up, take a look what's inside, because it gets much cooler after that, I promise you. Now, inside the box itself, obviously, you have the deluxe edition of the game. Keep in mind, the game itself, if you buy the regular version, digital or physical, will run you $60. The deluxe version will run you $70, and it comes with a couple more sort of like digital goodies and, you know, some weapon charms, a visual filter. It brings back the save music from Resident Evil 7. I personally don't know why that couldn't have just been included for free, but it's 2021, and this is what video game companies do now. The box art itself, it's a bird wing. But like, you know, in a game world that's like rife with zombies, there's been vampires, we've got werewolves now, lycanthropes and stuff like that, all sorts of monsters. It's odd to just be like, here's a crow's wing, you know? I haven't played the game yet. I'm not gonna play it until I'm done with this video because I don't want to get spoiled on anything anymore. To me, it's just kind of a bummer. I feel like there's a lot more interesting things they could have put on there, but it is what it is. So also inside you get a Steelbook, which I like a lot more. It's very minimalist. It's got this sort of like gold crest on it with what looks like a alien baby fetus. I'm not going to look into that too much. Maybe you've already read spoilers or something like that and you know more than I do. That's fine. I'm not going to read the comments. I'm going to play the game. Do not spoil it for me or anyone else. I like the gold Resident Evil Village letters on the side. It's classy. Also inside, we have a cloth map, which is very well done. I don't really know what I would do with this, but it's cool. It's got like a nice sheen to it. It's got details on it that show you different areas that, once again, I will not look at. I saw like a monster in the corner that I hadn't seen before, and damn it, I don't want to know. I don't want to be spoiled. Speaking of not being spoiled, this is probably the coolest part. This is the art book. I'm a big fan of those. I'm going to turn to a random page and hold it up and you can look at it. The art inside here is awesome. I love concept art books. I love seeing how the creative process came together, sketches and stuff like that, pitches, ideas for how the monsters are designed and the creatures and weapons, environments, all that fun stuff. All that's in here. I'm not looking anymore until I finish the game. That's gonna be a running theme here today. But that said, it's not all about spoilers. There's some stuff that we've seen in the box art, we've seen in the trailers, we get it, we understand it. Chris Redfield is back. I don't know if you didn't know that, but he's on the standard version of the game, so you probably saw it. Half of his face is here, and then you got the other half is like a, well, it's like a werewolf. But you should know by now that there's werewolves in this game. They're like all over the marketing. They're not even hiding. They're out in broad daylight. They're eating people and stuff like that. They've been in the demos. If you didn't know about werewolves and you found out from this video, whew, man, I'm sorry. I did not mean that, but there's werewolves in the game. So here is the Chris Redfield statue that it comes with. This is very, very well done. The base is a little kind of cheap feeling. It's plastic, which is fine. It's acceptable, but it just doesn't feel super sort of like dense or anything like that. But it is sturdy enough to hold the character on. It's got this sort of like wolf crest on it. Again, if you didn't know about the wolves, now you know about the wolves. And it says Chris Redfield in kind of this gold embossed text on the front, which I like. The details on Chris himself are really well done for a statue of this scale. The gun can be removed from his hands. It's got this like really cool kind of gold silver tint to it. He's got this big coat on, which has some like really awesome texture details to it. Obviously, this is just a statue, so you're not going to have any points of articulation or anything like that. It is cool that you can pop the gun in or out, because otherwise, you know, if you take it out, he's just kind of standing there looking down, thinking sad thoughts about something. Chris has been through a lot. If you've played Resident Evil games before, you know that it hasn't been easy for him out there. There's just been a lot of shit trying to kill him, just constantly. Just awful monsters for like 20-something years now have tried to kill this man repeatedly in various costumes and clothes. And he's back, and he's not happy about it. But that's okay. It's a cool statue. I'm into this whole thing. I think it's a really good collector's edition. Whether or not it's worth $220, that's up to you. I think if you're a hardcore Resident Evil fan, it's great. The Steelbook is cool. I really like the cloth map. You know, the art book is awesome, and the statue's great. So all in all, like, I think this is a really great collector's edition. I'm immeasurably excited for Resident Evil Village. The second I started reading like, oh, it's kind of like Resident Evil 4, I was like, that's all I need to hear. I honestly didn't need to read anymore. I read IGN's whole review. The second I hit off on this camera, I'm gonna go turn it on. It's the middle of a workday. I don't care. I'm gonna play Resident Evil Village right now. I don't want any more spoilers. But for all things video games, Resident Evil Village, Chris Redfield, zombies, and everything else, you're already in the right place. IGN. I actually don't know if there's zombies in this game. Don't tell me.
We can bust out with this.
Lycans and gentlemen, we thank you for waiting. And now let the games begin!